J.R. Murphy in there today.
We're facing a lefty. Max didn't catch. My plans are to catch Max, all three in Oakland, so wasn't going to run him out 6 days in a row with the day game on Sunday, so it's just kind of picky where you're going to give him a little break in this stretch.
Has Murphy surprised you at all this year?
He's played extremely well. But we thought he played extremely well when he came up last year for us at the end of the year, and we continue to see improvement.
You still look back at Tanaka's performance last night again and think about it, or is that in the past?
No, I mean, that's in the past, actually. Just preparing, how Chase gets him out, and how we, attack their pitcher, who was pretty tough on us last time. He's got a very good curveball, and we're going to try to make him work tonight.
Is there anything new with CC or with Pineda or any of those guys?
Yeah, Michael's not doing anything. CC's been playing catch. He did a little bit of a flat ground yesterday, and hopefully when we get home next week, that can, possibly even get him on a mound. So we'll see where he's at.
Don't you say Michael's not doing anything?
He hasn't thrown yet, but he's pretty close.
Was this still part of the plan for him to be shut down this month?
Yes.
So we've seen Whitley take some steps here. Finally got best out of the sixth, got a win under his belt.
Yeah.
Do you start looking at him more as a sort of not a 75, 80 pitch guy, but more of a...
we'd like to get him to 90, to 100, but I mean, we're still going to be careful, because this is really his first year of ever starting. I think the most innings he's ever logged in a season, maybe 85. So, with the way our bullpen sets up, sometimes you can take advantage of that. They're pretty well rested at this point, so you can take advantage of that. But he seems to, he's made a lot of big steps since he's been here. And we've slowly increased his pitches a little bit.
Joe, you saw him in the spring. Did he stand out as a guy that might help you this early this year?
Not as a starter, maybe as a bullpen guy, but not as a starter, because he had been a reliever most of his career, and that's what we were kind of doing in spring training with him. So the fact that he went down there and started and did well is a credit to him.
What do you really think is the most difficult thing in making that transition from a bullpen guy to a starter?
Using all your pitches, develop. I think his slider has developed since he's become a starter. He's always had the really good changeup, but I think his slider has gotten better. And that's probably the tougher part, because as a reliever, a lot of times you can be a two-pitch guy, and you can get through the 3 or 4 hitters that you're going to see on a particular night. But when you're having to go through lineups twice and 3 times, it's pretty hard to be just a two-pitch guy.
Well, did you get any further clarification on the play down the line?
No, I have a message out to Joe.
Yeah.
Beltran throwing again today?
I believe so. I think he's going to go 2 days on, 1 day off, if I'm not mistaken.
You got any kind of plan for Cervelli?
Today, he is eligible to come off. We'll make an evaluation after tonight, see where he's at. We feel that he's pretty healthy here, and that's a great sign. Could be when we get back. We'll see where we are after tonight. We'll evaluate it every day.
Is that a tough decision for you right now, given how well Murphy's played? Is there a chance you'd carry 3 catchers?
Well, we'll talk about what our needs are when he's eligible, and that'll probably be later tonight or something, or tomorrow. But we talked about Murph originally, getting a chance to play every day down in AAA and continuing to develop. But he's made some big strides here. But Cervelli's a guy that we believe that can help us too.
Is there a possibility for Oakland series?
I don't know. We'll see after tonight. I'll talk to Brian.
He's eligible. You could activate him.
I could, yes.
Is he still playing in Scranton, or is he done there?
He's in Double A. No.
Is he still going to be playing tonight and tomorrow?
He's going to play tonight, and then you just go from tonight move forward.
Joe, you talked yesterday about the cultural adjustments that Tanaka had to make, and coming to a new country and all that. Does he have many more of those this year before you can say he's adjusted? He has to go through the league once. He has to go through a lot of different things beyond what he's already done.
I think you could say a number of things. You could say, he's got to see teams multiple times. He's got to get through a full season of going every 5 days. you know, those are probably the two biggest. But each one he's handled pretty well so far. I mean, obviously we have no complaints, right? But I mean, I think that's, you want to see how he's, you know, doing in August and September too, because I think he's 6th in baseball in innings pitched, maybe 3rd or 4th in the American League, or so. I mean, he's been a workhorse too, and for a guy that's, there goes Carlos. For a guy that you know, is used to throwing every 7th day, it's a change.
Might you cut back his innings at some point?
Well, we were somewhat a little cautious in the beginning, but he has responded pretty well. You know, he was able to get an extra day here. He'll get an extra day the next time, and I think the fair thing is just to evaluate what you see, opposed to this is what we're going to do. 'Cause, I mean, this is a guy that's thrown over 200 innings, but it's been different because it's been every 7 days. Right.
So, Sarah, you said yesterday he could have the greatest season for a first-year pitcher ever.
Well, I mean, there's still a long ways to go. What are we, 65, 66 games in? But give him credit. He's off to an awesome start.
As well as Murphy's played up here, do you think he'd benefit from playing every day in the minors?
Well, I don't think it ever hurts anyone to play every day, to develop. You get in a rhythm more, and I think you can learn more about yourself physically. I think sometimes you're planning your career is to be an everyday catcher. I think that's important to do, and to learn how to handle fatigue and all those different types of things.
Joe, you guys saw the Yankees just about a week ago, going there tomorrow. What impresses you most about that team right now?
They do things the right way. I mean, they pitch extremely well. Their defense is good. From an offensive standpoint, they hit the ball in the ballpark. They run the bases. They make you work as a pitcher. I mean, they do a lot of things right. Obviously, they'll be rested when we get there. Been nice to see him play 13, 14 innings again tonight, but it's not going to happen.